My Limbus Company conspiracy theories. Some good, some bad. By me. You're gonna want to strap in for this one. Some of these I have some sort of backup towards what I think, others I'm really reaching for connections and absolutely can be wrong. I just want to get my ideas out there and share some things I picked up while playing this game. I can be, and probably am, wrong. Take this with a grain of salt. These theories will start with the more out there theories and then get to the more plausible ones. Faust Canto villain. The actual devil, like the one from the Bible and shit. Satan. Faust's original work is the play Faust by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. And in the play, the main character, who for simplicity's sake I'm just going to call Faust, makes a pact with Mephistopheles to gain unlimited knowledge. This can be compared to how LCB Faust has a connection with every LCB Faust from every reality. Mephistopheles, or Satan, may just share a name with the bus the sinners are all riding. Satan could be their own individual and possibly working behind the scenes of the LC in one way or another. This is insanely far-fetched and only based off the source material rather than the hints we have in the game besides the Gesellschaft. Maybe Faust is a homunculus who traded her humanity for the knowledge of infinite possibilities? Anyways, Satan's depiction in the Project Moon's universe would be absolutely terrifying and I'd want to see that. Gregor. This one needs a bit of setup. Gregor is single-handedly one of the most punished sinners in all of Limbus Company. Not the most, mind you, one of the. He doesn't get a happy ending for his canto, but he keeps moving forward. His story is incomplete, he bears so much suffering with what he's been through, he makes an effort to not make it anyone else's problem. Gregor Christ. Outside of abnormalities, Gregor is legitimately the single closest character we have to a quote-unquote Jesus Christ, or at least with the most connections to him. The entirety of Gregor's base work, Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, is about being a disabled individual and feeling alienated from your friends/family, wishing you were better off dead. Who did Jesus usually visit? The poor, the injured, and the disabled. Another attribute I can say to this is the factor how he literally has the ego of an abnormality being crucified, and unbrilliant glory being about glory you didn't want but forced upon you to bear. Similar to Jesus Christ being the Son of God and bearing all the sins of humanity. I'm kind of reaching with this one, but you might see something there if you look between the lines. He literally has a crown of thorns for Christ's sake. Literally Christ's sake. Outis is Penelope. This one even I can admit is a reach, but we have seen time and time again where sinners are able to choose their name/alias before entering the LCB. Outis, in fact, might be Odysseus' wife Penelope. Odysseus chose the name Outis in the Odyssey originally as the means to trick Polyphemus, but here it could have been to trick the recruiters of the Smoke War into believing she was the one meant to be recruited instead of Odysseus. Odysseus can be a girl. I am not anti-Yuri. I'm gay as fuck. I have a girlfriend. We have seen a twist with sinners changing their names, so it doesn't really seem that far-fetched. Another factor is that despite participating in the Smoke Wars, Outis behaves like a new recruit and bootlicking Dante from the first second. No questions about the chain of command, nothing. Maybe her contract was keep living this lie so Odysseus didn't have to? Only time will tell, and I'm probably so far off of this. The Jia Huan we know's original name. Bear with me here, like genuinely. The older Jia Huan we met in Limbus has been revealed to have taken their little brother's name after their death. In the base story of Dreaming of the Red Chamber, Jia Tuchun is Jia Huan's older sister, or in this case, older brother. Combined with the fact that their outfits match the same floor aesthetic, I think this theory has some merit to it? Maybe. Maybe Jia Huan N Corp is a trans man, or usually just gender bent like Ishmael Nabab. Would be cool. Anyways, Jia Huan N Corp is a fraud and the weakest link of the league. Meursault knows Carmen. This is the strongest theory I have. Meursault, in the past being a member of Nagel und Hammer, has committed many horrendous acts under the name of it, which we don't actually know of yet just yet. There could be a chance that Meursault has distorted in the past. One thing that leads me to believe this is that Meursault corrects Heathcliff regarding his experience distorting. when commenting about Mayer's distortion. He just never elaborates on this whatsoever, and even corrects himself when referring to the voice as it mid-sentence. There's another factor where in Canto 6, Meursault acts on his own without any orders to stop Erkling from moving, as to help Heathcliff not distort again. Acting on impulse without prior orders, that doesn't seem like the Meursault we know. He truly wanted to get the catalyst of a distortion out of this world on their next meeting. Finally, Meursault has a bamboo-headed Kim ID, you know, one of the earlier cases we see of people distorting in Limbus. Even though the Meursault ID is obviously not distorted, we still see the same flowing blue eye that distorted Kim is most noted for, implying that this Meursault has distorted before, and this is a residue from it. If not that, hey, he still has an ID of someone who distorted. Ryoshu is the artist Yoshihide from Hellscreen. This one is literally confirmed, but more so confirmed the true horrors of what's going to happen in her canto and implies things about her past. Ryoshu definitely has ties to the thumb, or maybe just Leihang, as we see in Canto 8. Her child is currently being kept inside the quote-unquote spider house. Yoshihide's child is certainly alive in Limbus, and we might have to see them burn alive considering the source material of Hellscreen being about the painter Yoshihide being hired by the Emperor to paint a canvas of each layer of hell, and towards the end to draw the final layer, the Emperor orders Yoshihide's family to be killed in front of him, and his infant daughter to be burned alive in her carriage. The theory parts of this come down to the Emperor is, and my thoughts are either high-ranking officials from the Thumb or the Ring. More plausible that it's the Thumb, but I won't leave out the Ring considering Yoshihide is an artist in the source material. The source material of Hellscreen being watching torture methods to paint a depiction of hell also ties into why Ryoshu describes things so brutally and graphic in detail. Project Moon fans? Overhate a literal teenager that's going up against Sky like frets. Yeah, fuck you, this is an agenda video now. Sinclair is insanely overhated within the fanbase and has been shown to be one of the most evolved sinners from when we first met him. He's insanely mistreated by the community due to his actions in the past causing the death of his family that he had no idea what happened, mind you. This character deserves more respect. Start respecting Heathcliff's little brother. I love Sinclair, not a top 5 sinner, but definitely damn close. Also, he's 100% gay for Damien. Like, just read the source material and view the way Emil Sinclair describes men. Do you have any out there theories for Limbus Company? Ties to old games, elements of sinners' backstories we haven't explored just yet? Let me know. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.